Hello! In this video, I would like to share my experience of having Ayurvedic treatment under Dr. Raghavan for COVID-19. I'm already a patient of Dr. Raghavan. I'm under his Ayurvedic treatment for severe pain in my lower back and legs. In December 2020, for a few nights, I experienced sudden increase in my lower back pain and I could not sleep well. When I consulted Dr. Raghavan, he suggested an MRI scan. The MRI, apart from showing spinal degeneration, showed certain changes in my lungs. After seeing these changes, I was asked to do blood tests and X-ray. Blood tests showed inflammation in my body with low leukocyte, low iron, slightly increased CRP. X-ray of my lungs show a potential beginning of pneumonia, while liver and kidney function tests were normal. Dr. Raghavan strictly told me to self-isolate and prescribed Ayurvedic medicines. After 2 days, I got fever and felt exhausted. Fever was between 38.5 and 39.8. At this point, Dr. Raghavan instructed me to fast and avoid all solid foods. I continued to have prescribed Ayurvedic liquid and powder medicines. Doctor asked me to drink a lot of tea made from herbs. He told me not to shower, especially wash my hair with water until fever disappears and I regain normal appetite. Doctor contacted me regularly, every 1 hour. I gave updates and he gave strict instructions on how I need to behave. This gave me abundant confidence and security during this period of sickness. I have to say that despite my exhaustion, and although I was fasting and having only liquids, I felt strong enough to go to toilet by myself, and I had a fever for 4 days. On the 5th day, my fever dropped, and it was particularly good sign that I was on a proper path of recovery. Doctor asked me to continue fasting until I felt a real craving for food. I was doing blood tests every week, and in the next week there was no change in my inflammatory markers. So Dr. Raghavan prescribed a new liquid medicine, specifically targeting inflammation. At the beginning of 2nd week, CRP started dropping, while iron in the blood increased. On the 2nd week, ferritin level also increased. I continued following all instructions and prescriptions of Dr. Raghavan, and I was drinking 2 to 4 liters of herbal tea. I continued fasting. Dr. Raghavan explained to me that the prescribed Ayurveda medicine will provide enough nutrients for normal body function. So, I did not feel unnatural weakness due to long-term fasting. I was regularly going to toilet, and on the 12th day, I got natural appetite and expressed a wish to eat. I was lucky that Dr. Raghavan was in a place where I live, and he cooked for me medicinal soup, which was the first meal I had after breaking my fast. I have to say it was delicious, and I felt a sense of wellness after drinking it. My 3rd blood test at the end of 2nd week showed higher ferritin level. The thrombocyte level increased, which indicated the starting phase of post-COVID-19 process. Dr. Raghavan introduced new Ayurvedic liquid medicine for thrombocytes, and he told me to take light breakfast in form of fruits and light lunch with vegetables that grow above ground, and also millet and quinoa. I did just that. The most important instruction he gave me is to keep the gastric system alive. I need to be always hungry and never eat my stomach full. He wanted to detoxicate my body with proper food nutrients. I followed his instructions. I was drinking daily 2 to 4 liters of natural herbal tea. My recovery continued, and on the third week there was further improvements in the values of thrombocyte and ferritin. By fourth week, I started having normal walks around my building. I started visiting my family and felt healthy. I was advised to follow the special treatments and special medication for the next 3 months. I plan to do just that. I want to tell that Dr. Raghavan is a brilliant physician. My whole family believe in Ayurvedic treatment, but at some point it was also hard to get family on board because COVID-19 is an unknown disease, and we have a lot of fear surrounding its treatments and recovery process. Nevertheless, Dr. Raghavan's presence and his way of treatment was highly reassuring. I also want to say that my wife is Italian and she was so skeptical about Ayurveda, but as she saw me progress, she hugged me and said that she was happy that I followed my gut and followed Ayurvedic treatment. I would like to express my utmost gratitude to Ayurveda, Dr. Raghavan, Dattatreya team for helping me regain my health. I strongly believe that new coronavirus can be cured with Ayurvedic treatment. Thank you very much.